What's going on, you guys? Good evening. It's Sunday evening. Mini Truck back with another video. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hope you guys are staying warm out there. I know it's getting to be pretty chilly out. You know, I got my buddies sending me pictures up from Ohio, telling me they got snow. I got a friend up in Minnesota showing me some snow. So I hope you guys are staying warm, staying safe out there. Hope you guys are doing well. Wanted to make this video. You know, we're in the car, we're driving home, running some errands and whatnot, and I wanted to make this video because I've been seeing some of the comments on my last video about leaving USA, asking me about, am I going to owe USA any money? Is it a walk-away lease? I think somebody said, ask how many miles is going to be on my truck now that I'm leaving it. And things like that, and I kind of wanted to clear up some stuff, so let's get into this. So I think a lot of the confusion is a lot of people are thinking that USA is a lease purchase, and that I can't take the truck anywhere else, and that would be incorrect. So let me kind of try to explain how it works. So USA doesn't exactly have a lease purchase program. I mean, that's kind of what it's called, but to me, when you say a lease purchase program, you mention a lease purchase program, I think of something like Prime, US Express, Swift, a company like that where you're leasing to purchase an old company truck, or in some cases a new truck if they have that availability to do that. I know like Prime does and a few others, but overall, that's what I think of. Now, USA is a little different. This guy ain't got no taillights. There you go, buddy. Fuck. Yeah, his brakes are... Never mind. Anyways, I apologize. This guy just pulled out and didn't have no lights on. I was trying to figure out what he was doing. Anyways, so here's how it works at USA. USA has numerous companies they work with to help get you a truck. USA doesn't already have trucks. They don't put you in a truck unless you go a company driver. You're going to be a company driver. In that case, it's totally different. When it comes to, lease purchase, their owner-operator program and whatnot, they work with different companies to help you purchase a truck. They work with SFI, they work with TEL, they work with B&G, or Pro Lease as it's now called. I'm just going to start calling it Pro Lease. So if you hear me talk about Pro Lease, I'm talking about B&G Leasing. They changed the name. So they also work with, I think, Crossroads, they work with Bush, and others, right? And all they do is they work close with these companies, go to sign on with them and whatnot, and they help put you in contact with one of these companies, tell them who you're with, and you find a truck from whoever you like, and then USA will take part, if not all, if it does take all of it, of your sign-on bonus to help you put the down payment on the truck. And then they'll actually have the truck brought, I think in most cases brought to USA. They'll go ahead and put the geotab in it, they'll go ahead and get the stickers and whatnot on it and get it ready for you for when you get there. And then they'll do settlement deduction. But USA doesn't keep that truck if you leave, unless you leave the truck. If you decide you're leaving, you don't want the truck, depending on who you're leased, who you got a truck from, you might owe money. If you did TEL or SFI, you're probably going to owe money, and in that case, they do a credit check, and that does hurt your credit, So, but overall, it depends on the lease company where you take your truck. I know people who are taking their trucks and leasing them on to Mercer, who are taking and leasing them on to Landstar, or other companies. People with, a TEL truck or a SFI truck or whatever. So they can do that. It's not USA's truck. USA doesn't own any of the trucks. It's your truck. You're getting it from the lease company. Like I said, whichever, TEL, SFI, whoever, right? I'm going to use or Pro Lease for my example because that's who I have, right? So, yes, trucks from Pro Lease are from USA. They are old USA trucks. So there's a lot of confusion. People, and I've heard that USA is the parent company of Pro Lease, and I think they did help Pro Lease get started, but I don't think, but they're a different entity. I don't think, like, they do things totally different, and just like I said, from my personal experience, like, I'm going to be leaving USA. I've talked about that. I'm taking my truck. Now here's the thing about Pro Lease. I can take my truck wherever I want. Does not matter. Doesn't matter if they do settlement deduct. I don't have to, some carriers, or some lease companies like SFI and TEL, they have to approve the company. They have to approve it, what company you're going to go to. If they say no, you can't go there with that truck. So with Pro Lease, they don't do that. Charlie does not care. If you want to take your truck to, I know some people who have a Pro Lease truck that have taken it to Mercer, and other companies, Personally, me, I'm taking mine to a company out of Nashville. Like I said, I'm not releasing the company yet. I will soon. Someone asked if it was Hub Group. Somebody asked if it was XPO. It's neither one of those. XPO I did try, but I had a ticket. They wouldn't let me. But I can take my truck wherever. All I have to do is tell Charlie what's going on. This is the conversation I've had with Charlie. Hey Charlie, I'm going to be leaving USA and I want to take my truck with me. You guys have been awesome. You guys have had great customer service and you guys have done right by me. I want to keep my truck, Here's who I'm thinking about leasing it to. Is there anything I need to know about, trying to, move my truck? Is there any approval process to like a certain company or what's going on? He said no. All you got to do is pay the $5,000 and you can move your truck. Told me it didn't matter where. He said they do prefer if they do settlement deduct, but it is not a must. He said if they don't do settlement deduct, you guys just work out a way to make payments, and that's what me and him are doing. We're talking about more of that, but he gave me the account number and routing number for B&G's account. That way I can, for their depository account, that way I can do a bank wire transfer from my bank to their bank account for the $5,000 I got to pay to swap my truck over to a different carrier. So, and that's how I'll be making my payments. I'm gonna try to set up with my bank once I get started with this new carrier. Just take it out of my account probably every Friday. And he said from there he'll send me a invoice earlier in the week. We'll just do Fridays, and I'm pretty sure he'll probably work with you on the day if maybe your payday isn't on a Friday or something. He might work with you. He's also said he's for those who are moving their trucks to a different carrier, he is thinking about. He said if I wanted, I could just take my not have to send in the $200 for the maintenance escrow. I could just keep it and make my own maintenance escrow because it's a little bit harder. They're doing some changes. I'll put more of that info out when I get it. But basically, I can take my truck wherever. It's not USA's truck. USA Truck does not own the truck anymore. It's now B&G or Pro Lease. So Truck staying with me. I'm keeping the truck. USA ain't keeping it because it's not USA's truck. It's between me and Pro Lease. So, like I said, truck's staying with me. It ain't going nowhere. It's going except to this new company. So that's, I mean, technically, I guess they do kind of have a lease purchase program, but it's like I said, I've already explained the way I view it. So I hope that helps clear up some info. I know it can be a little confusing, but yeah, it's now B&G is a walkaway lease. I could leave my truck and not owe anything. Well, I mean, they probably have to do, they'll probably take what repairs would need to be done to, freshen the truck up out of the maintenance escrow. But other than that, I really wouldn't owe anything. So I hope that clears up some info. Like I said, if you got any more questions, let me know. It's been an eventful day. Been working on the C10. Almost have it done. I got my finger stuck. I'm not flipping you guys off, but I got this finger stuck. Got a Darwin award for that one. Got the transmission in. I did it all by myself, which is a pain in the ass doing it out in the driveway. Just with a little floor jack, it's a pain in the ass. But there's a little O-ring goes on the dipstick tube. Accidentally dropped it. Thought it went into the transmission. I was blind, didn't see it was laying right next to the hole for the dipstick tube. And stuck my finger in there. I couldn't reach it. Did this one because I know it's a little bit longer. And it went in fine, but it wouldn't come back out. So I had to call my dad. I had to reach in my pocket, grab my phone. Had to call my dad, get him to come out. And just so he could hand me a little bottle of motor oil, just a quart of motor oil. I said, hey, now take the motor oil, pour some in the cap, and hand me the cap. And I had to pour oil and finally got my finger out. So there's a laugh for you guys. I did something stupid. But it's about done. I just got to button up a few things in the morning. Got to go transfer that money over. And yeah, so I got my DOT inspection done. I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday. Got a clean inspection. Yeah, we're just enjoying our time off. Time to go look for a load and head out Tuesday. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys got any more questions on that stuff, just let me know. Help you out if I can. I'm going to try to make a video on the whole, transfer process at Pro Lease. Still want to call it B&G, but Pro Lease is the new name of it. I think he said to change the name a few months ago, so we'll just, work something out there. So make a video and kind of tell you what you got to go through. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great night. If you would like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.